Okay, ladies, I have a question. I was just sitting here pondering on a couple things, and I'm just curious. What do you think of men? What do you think men think of women that are true bullies and stalkers? Like a woman, what do you think a man think about a woman that's a bully and a stalker? What's y'all thoughts on that? Oh, I was reading something. Yeah, I'm not really talking about like on a sexual level, but I'm talking about like real life. A good man will be scared. Yeah, I kind of think, yeah, maybe. But you know what I was really thinking about? When we grow up as adults, let's say a person does not have children, and we just do things when we don't have children. We don't see life sometimes in the fullness of what it could be without a child of our own. We just see it as an adult. But when you grow up, you want a sense of peace. Do you really think bullies and stalkers have peace? Now, tarot is a consideration of stalking. I'm not talking about that type of stalking, because I consider tarot as just being nosy, and I believe everybody has or will have a right to be nosy. But a true stalker, a true bully, a person that goes above and beyond to try to torment someone, do you think that person has peace? And do you think they have the ability to be peaceful in a relationship? I don't think so. Majestic, I agree. Turned off. Yep. Yep. I see it as a, and you know what else, ladies, that I've been noticing with the fake profiles, and from some resources that I'm blessed to have, the men that create fake profiles and pose as women to make it look like women are arguing or to be argumentative with a woman. I think those men have certain issues that have been dismissed or unnoticed in their life from childhood up into their current stages. Yep, I don't know why. Somebody sent me an email. I just feel like when we grow up as an adult, we look at that like, or maybe we possibly should, but I'm just thinking people look at bullies like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you on the inside? Like, why do you not have peace with yourself? Why do you want to go out of your way and try and torment somebody else's life? Why are you on that level of nosy? To try to use something to hurt someone, to watch their every move. Like something is wrong with a person, in my opinion, and my personal belief. Something is wrong with the person, especially when they are an adult, when they're supposed to be grown, and they try to bully another person. These men and women creating these fake profiles just to bully people, I think it's something else going on in their life that has been dismissed or unnoticed. Oh, Takira, yep, you know what? I can believe that. Listen to what she said. Those people are getting tormented by negative spirits when they failed at destroying you. I believe that. I believe that. Yep, I think it is. I truly think it is a spiritual thing. Now, let me tell you what else I was sitting here just kind of pondering on a few things. Now, I just spoke on just being an adult. But when you talk about being an adult with a child or children, young children, teenage children, grown children, or adult children, when you think about bullying, and y'all, I don't know if y'all know some of the stories. I'm not gonna make any mention of which one specifically. Do you know how, especially in the celebrity in that Hollywood world, how many people have unalived themselves because of bullies, and they could not take the pressure of what another person has been doing to them? Do you know how many parents are suffering because their loved one, their child, it turned out that they were being bullied? I truly think that when a person has a child, when they're a parent, when they are a parent, and they still have that bullying spirit, I just think something is seriously wrong with them. And I think that if having a child doesn't make you grow up or make you want to grow up or become a better person, I'm not sure that anything else could. I think it would be something very traumatizing to life to shake you up, to say you need to look at yourself. Because I was thinking about some things with my daughter and some areas that I had to really kind of balance out in life. And it took me some time, and but having her made me look at myself as a person, as a woman, a young girl, and then growing into womanhood. But I don't think these bullies have the peace that they want other people to think that they have. That's why they are torturing or tormenting other individuals. And for those that have children, I think it's a even deeper, darker rooted issue. I think one day I'm gonna do a reading on that just to look, because I don't know why that hit my head. And you know how sometimes ladybugs, how people leave those fake comments in the comment section, constantly being redundant about, for an example, I know, and this what really got my mind to racing with this. When I did some shorts for you all, a lot of you all have men in your life or around your energy that want to connect with you, but they have women or people in general that try to dictate their life, and trying to control it, and they become some sort of force of negativity in a person's life, and the man doesn't know how to rid himself of that person. Hey, Scotland. Yeah, I believe that. And you know what, not only do they not ever have true rest, I don't think bullies have true friends, not real friends, especially when people know what a person is doing. I'm always inclined to believe when people will help someone sabotage a person, or at least attempt to, then that person does not care for you. It's those unsettling favors that people do for friends or say they're doing for friends, and they have a corrupt tone to it, a tone of evilness, a tone of vileness, things of that nature. It's something really off with the spirit and the energies of bullies. And I'm specifically speaking of these adult bullies. I truly, and it makes me wonder, when a man lays with a woman, and I'm speaking of just heterosexual relationships, but you can apply it to any. But when a man lays with a woman and she has a spirit of a bully, what does that make him? Because when we label a person, we become one with them. What does that make him? And do you think that, because sometimes people have strong spirits, they have strong energies. Do you think these men are being overtaken by women, or the spirit of them that are, bullying them? Yeah, they teach their children that behavior. And not only do they teach their children that behavior, you know, like I said, those situations, they don't always play out right, honey. And I was just wondering, like, what do you think it takes for a man to wake up and to realize that, something is wrong with this woman, something is wrong with this young lady. Why, what does it take, and why does it take so long? Because I believe a bully gives off signs that they are a bully. Now, for an example, for those of you all that may resonate with this, when a man says that, you've changed, you're not as nice as you once were, that you have an aggressive side to you, I feel like sometimes people provoke that aggressive side out of you. But when something is naturally in a person, I believe they are that more of the fakeness. And what I'm saying is, like, when a person is a true bully, you see more of those tactics. You see more of those energies. You see more evidence of it than what you see of the genuineness, of the care, and of the love. I think when people start, when we as humans start having sex, I think the reason why we miss signs, I'm saying we in general, just for I think when people start missing signs of a person being a bully, I think it's because they've gotten caught up into some sort of lustful act, and they've dismissed that part of them because they like something else that they feel with and or for from that person. Oh my God, Takira, I totally agree. Yep. Yep. I think women that are true bullies, I think they pray and they seek after a certain type of man. And I do believe that he has a significance and vulnerability, or a weakness in something that she can recognize, and she hones in on that thing, honey. Yep, I agree. I think also because a lot of men are, unfortunately, they come from, fatherless homes, single parent homes, like many other people, some of our children as well. But I just think some of these men, young and older, I do believe that they look at one thing in a woman and they miss something else. Yeah, I think those men are, yeah, I agree with you, Kira. They are lost. You know what? Not only a lack of self love, but I think it's lack of a backbone. I think men have lost they've compromised their manhood for a lot of different things when it comes to women. I think they have truly lost their manhood, and they've lost the order of life, or how they should conduct life. I think many of us that were kind of rare and even still believe, about the man being the head. I think a lot of men wear the face of being the head, but when that woman is around, when she's present, I believe you can tell that many men are not the house, or they are not the head or the top dog, so to speak, in their household. I don't think so. Nope, I don't think so. Yep. And I was just sitting here pondering on that this evening, just sitting here, and I was like, why? What makes them want them? And let me go back to saying this right here. What do y'all think about this? Like when those women leave those comments, you have and those of you all that have noticed, I want you to drop hearts. Y'all don't, I want y'all to pause and don't say anything, just hear me out with this. Have you all noticed the redundant and repetitive comments in the comment section about men or certain types of men? No matter what type of reading it is, even when the reading is good and high vibrational, there are certain women or certain comments that are always projecting onto a man or a man's energy, exposing the very intimate things and private things that they have done, witnessed, or experienced with a man. I sometimes think that those comments are to derail many of you all from certain men that are in your life, or give you a sense of giving up. I think it's meant to drop a spirit or a seed of doubt in your mind that a man, for some of you all, I feel like you all are targeted more than what you realize, even in watching tarot. I feel like you're very targeted in the tarot world, and I feel like you sometimes may not just notice it because you're trying to get that message. But I also feel like these women are seed droppers of doubt, and not only the women, but the men that pose as women. But those comments are redundant. I don't care what type, and some of the comments will come in some of the weirdest readings. It could be a very simple message of love, message of peace, or somebody coming into a relationship, a good connection, and you always have about 3 to 5 different comments that are calling men narcissistic, that are calling men, liars, cheaters. He left me homeless. He left me without clothes. He took me shopping. He slept with the person out he was taking me shopping with. His family is criminals. I just really believe that they are leaving trails of the evidence of what a man was with them. I don't think that those are true commenters. I think those are true bullies and antagonizers. Yep, Zaya, they just said that a lot of these men were raised by women, and I do believe, you know, respectfully saying, I do believe that a lot of men have become targets from women that have that fake feminine spirit. And this is something else maybe one day that we'll chat about. A person left a comment this morning on the video I did last night when we had that late night chat about my spy parties I have. And the comment was something to the magnitude of, imagine being a divine feminine and watching a video like this. A divine feminine is not a female only. There are men that are divine feminine. Divine feminine is not gender specific, but anything catering towards a woman having true knowledge, empowered to become powerful or resourceful. I noticed that women are the main ones commenting the derogatory statements. Exactly. There is no gender in tarot. Even like over here, I try to use this channel for those of you all that are specifically dealing with men. But if you've noticed in the last couple readings, I've said whatever your gender is that you deal with, or engaging with. But it's something very peculiar around that spirit or strange with these bullies. And I'm just wondering, because men are so, they want to come off as if they're so alpha, they're so they're so powerful. How are you so powerful and you dismiss that you are laying up with a bully, a mean spirited woman, a controlling woman, a deceitful woman, to where she will cause harm? And these men that are getting in, entangled in these traps and these entanglements, y'all, some of these entanglements are a bit much. How do they get lured into that? And then the woman ends up on top, controlling them, dictating their every move. But you know what I think it is? I think because I think men have become preyers to women that have a vulnerability and look for a certain type of man, and that man is looking for that weakness of a woman, but she uses the fake image of femininity or the fake image of submission to get him in and get him entangled with her. Then she shows him her masculinity to overpower him, and overpower him to the point that he's emasculated and degraded and he feels less of himself. So she uses that as a form of control and power to overpower him and outdo him. Yep, I think the mask comes off, but I think these masks are very strategically placed on. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, that message from the video earlier about the girl saying she dated a guy off and on for 7 years, and he was taking her out shopping, and the person that he was taking her out shopping with, he started sleeping with. And she said she didn't come from some sort of schooling or something, but she didn't cover her heart chakra, so she didn't pay attention to him cheating. But he left her, or she said she broke up with him, but she didn't have any clothes. How in the hell do you date somebody off and on for 7 years and you end up darn near homeless? That don't make common sense to me. It's like some loopholes were there. And when I went back and read it with my spiritual eyes, all I heard was the word trap, 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 trap. And I asked the Holy Spirit, I said, what do you mean trap? And he said, women use these type of messages to trap the minds of others. Yeah, so I definitely feel like there is something a little more there than what we are seeing from the natural eye. And I just truly feel like that bullying spirit is coming from a place of fake submission. I think it's coming from fake attraction. I think it's coming from fake intimacy. I think it's coming from fake interest. I think there's a lot of fakeness behind women that bully. And not saying that it's not saying that men that bully are not fake as well, but I think there's a specific type of fake energy behind women that try to bully people in general, whether it's a man or a woman. And I think that fake submission is to get them in to where they want to be, to get on top. I don't think they have a level of directness. And for some reason, um I feel like a man may be profiled more than what he realizes or recognizes, and she uses something to get into him from a weak place, a vulnerable place. And I think that's why so many men have closed off or shut their heart, the valve or spiritual valve to their heart chakra. I think that's why they've closed it off, to strong-minded women, because they look at strong-minded women like yourself, and they have a sense of intimidation and feel like, no, she's going to try to overpower me. She's going to try to overtake me. But in actuality, a strong woman will help build with you. And I'm not talking about money, but build you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Strong-minded women used to be highly exalted, truly, wanted and desired. But now men don't desire strong-minded women. They desire a lot of weak-minded women, or the appearance of a weak-minded woman. And then they get into these fake energies of submission. And then before you know it, they got a girlfriend or a wife or the mother of their child that ends up being a bully to them. They end up being a straight up bully. And it's something absolutely, to me, is something off about that. I think it's a specific spirit that's behind it. And I don't think the spirit is just to destroy men, but I just truly think that a part of that spirit is meant to destroy men and women from being together, not wanting us to co-create, not wanting us to reproduce together. I believe that's very strategic. When a man thinks, and because men have become so controlling and dominating, it used to not be like that. A man, yeah, I know men want to be men. I get that. But there is a significant move with men wanting to be excessively controlling and on top, and do as I say. Don't ask any questions. Don't challenge me. I'm the man. But I think because they have lacked their power and backbone in previous relationships, but I also feel like those men have not been heard in their home setting with their family members. So yeah, that's just my little theory. I was just curious to um I was just curious to what you all thought about the whole bullying move pertaining to a woman being the bully and true stalker or tormentor of a person's life, or even a man being a bully. But for women, that's just my take on it. That's just my view on it. Men, I think men are indirect, especially these men that create these fake profiles online and stuff and bully us women. I think those men lack something in their manhood. They've been robbed of it. They've been short of it. Um, or they just don't know who they are. Yeah. So that's it, Ladybugs. That's all I had to say. I just wanted to see what y'all take on it. I enjoyed y'all tonight. Y'all have a good evening. Peace and blessings. Great day. Women, don't be a bully. You are supposed to be strong minded. My dad always told me a woman that doesn't use her mind, does not use her brain, it's because somebody else has it. You have to know that you have your brain, and the power of your mind is awesome. It's amazing. It's off the chart. So therefore, use your brain wisely. But you don't have to use your brain to overpower anyone in life. You can just use your brain to make your power work for you in your life. Wait a minute, hold on. I want to ask somebody something. Sherry, break that down to us. She said 2/3 of third parties sits are that very thing. Sherry, break that down for us real quick, sis, if you can. Marie Jackson, I definitely agree. Yep, I definitely agree. Yeah, I'm just pausing for a second to see if Sherry. I hope she still is still on here. She may have logged off. Well, okay, ladies, I'll end it there. Hopefully, if Sherry, if you happen to I don't know, maybe hear this last part on the end, put it in the comment section. I want you to break down what you were saying, like elaborate a little bit on that 2/3 of the third party. All right, ladies, peace and blessing. Great day. Have a good night. Namaste.